Hey, horror fans. Welcome back to another episode of The Horror Appraisal. I'm Sam.
And I'm Evan.
Today we got a video to show you today that's not really horror, but it should appeal to some horror fans.
Yeah, we got to watch a movie that was actually sent to us by the director, a guy named Bryan Bockbrader.
That's a tough name.
I practiced that name like 3 times before.
It's a tough name to say. Bockbrader.
Bryan Bockbrader. It's his new film. It's called VANish, and that is, of course, with Van being in all caps and then the rest of the word. It's a cool little movie about a kidnapping gone awry, and most of it takes place in this van, which I think is actually kind of a cool little concept.
Yeah, there's a couple reasons right away that make this film appealing to horror fans. The first being 2 stars that are in this film. Who are they? We have
a couple really great horror icons in this film. We have Todd, a.k.a. Candyman, a.k.a. the Hatchet series.
Death, you don't want to fuck with that Mac Daddy.
And we also have in this film Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo is less of a horror star, but he's had his cameos in horror films.
More kind of grindhouse kind of thing.
Yeah,
but like
exploitation is the key.
Dusk till dawn and everything else. I mean, Danny Trejo is right at home in a horror film too. So
and that brings me to the other thing about this film that kind of appeals to horror fans. It's done in a style that's kind of in a revenge exploitation way.
Thematic elements that are common among horror films.
Yeah. It's not a drama. It's not a comedy. It's not really an action film.
Mm-hmm.
It's got dark humor. And the other thing that is this is the third thing that's going to appeal to horror fans, and that's some of the violence and gore that you get about 2/3 of the way in.
Yeah, it's the movie. The movie was, as far as a low budget picture, I have to say that the movie. The film kept me interested. I did want to see what happened next, and then once it got to a point where kind of more of the action started, like it really didn't stop. And there's plenty of gore in this to really keep any grindhouse fan or horror fan pleased.
This movie's not predictable. I like that.
No, it wasn't.
I couldn't tell where it was going.
Me neither. Which I did enjoy. It didn't seem as formulaic.
And we have had a lot of films submitted to us and shown to us that at times it takes a little effort to enjoy.
It takes a village.
I mean, we've had a lot of movies that we haven't talked about with you all that have been given to us, and some of them have been very draining. This was a pleasure to watch, and I'm going to say this is the best independent film that we've been shown.
It is, actually, and that's why we were excited about it. It's just a really cool way to, see new stuff and talk about something that might not have a lot of exposure like a big budget Hollywood picture will. Just kind of wanted to bring that to you guys. But yeah, like I'm with Sam here. It's an entertaining film, good thematic elements, revenge and stuff. That's always interesting. The cool thing about this is the writer, director, and producer is also starring in this. Bryan Bockbrader is one of the captors. Bryan Bockbrader is one of the abominable.
He's a low-life scumbag.
Yeah.
Psychopath.
I was actually trying to come up with kind of another B word to make everything really alliterative, but I couldn't.
Alliterative.
But
anyway, we think you guys will enjoy this.
Yeah.
You can check this out on several different places. Video on demand, like on Vimeo.
Yeah. Where else can we see it, Sam?
Blu-ray, DVD, and iTunes. And I think you pulled it up on Amazon.
Also available on Amazon Prime.
Yep. Gonna be short and sweet with that. I think that probably covers it.
We want you guys to just kind of see it. We didn't really want to talk about
there's a good machete death.
We didn't really want to talk about what the movie's about or anything like that.
Yeah.
We just wanted to, make sure that tell you that we found it. We really kind of thought it was an interesting film. It's a good movie to watch like with your buddies and stuff too. So hey, go see VANish
with lots of gore galore.
Absolutely.
I'm Sam.
I'm Evan.
Enjoy.
Have a great night. Bye.